Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So the two Islamic Australians that where everyone thought they were doctors initially, turns out they're actually nurses from Bankstown Hospital, have been stood down. New South Wales Police has since questioned them and launched an investigation into these two nurses. And well, ladies and gentlemen, it turns out the mainstream media is still the enemy of the people because, get this, because they were found out, these two nurses have doubled down and said, oh, no, 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 it was a joke. It was a misunderstanding. The video wasn't really us saying that we want to hurt or kill Israelis. No, no, no. It was a joke. Complete and total misunderstanding. You know, something that's really amazing about all this is that the video that everyone has more than likely seen right now of them saying exactly what they said didn't sound like a joke. I don't know about you, but when I was watching it, it seemed like there was a great deal of vitriol and hate in their voices. That ain't a joke to me. That ain't a misunderstanding to me. It showed me that they were brazen, and it showed me that they didn't really care about the consequences or the repercussions to their actions. And also, the mainstream media putting out stories saying, oh, it's a joke, it's a misunderstanding, Sydney nurses sorry for vile video. Putting out a story like that is only going to amplify people that have that kind of hate towards Jewish and Israeli individuals, I'll have you know, because they're like, you know what? All we need to do is just say it's a joke, it's a misunderstanding. We don't actually hate or we don't want to Israeli people. It's a total misunderstanding here in Australia. So we're just sorry. We're sorry that you guys saw the video at all. It's encouraging people to do this. Don't you understand that, mainstream media? Like, have an actual standard of going, we're going to stamp out hate entirely. So we're not going to post this, oh, it's just a joke, a misunderstanding. And the Sydney nurses that clearly hated the Israeli people, and everyone's worried that they've actually Israeli patients. The health minister came out recently and said that they've launched an investigation into their patient list to see if there's anything sinister that has gone on and if what they said was true. It doesn't matter if, like, they say it was a joke or a misunderstanding. It was no joke and it was no misunderstanding, and I don't care if they're sorry or not. This is something that you cannot stand for in Australia. Albo, once again, was condemning them, all that sort of stuff. But the problem is there's not enough tougher penalties for individuals like this. Sure, New South Wales Health and that the New South Wales minister has said they're never going to have a job again in New South Wales. But they need to be deported, for goodness sake. They need to be charged here, and they need to be deported back into their country, and we need to have stricter, harsher laws in this country for people like this. Honestly, you've broken the trust of the Israeli community, and now they don't even more than likely want to go to hospital. Because what does this tell the Israeli community? This tells the Israeli community that we're not welcome and our life could be at stake because we have nurses or hospital staff that don't like us. In fact, they want us dead. That is insane to me. How is this even happening in Australia? You know why? Because we import these people into the country. They don't want to assimilate. They act like they're going to assimilate, but yet their true intentions come out. And the other day as well, after I made my video, that night, I heard the report on the news that the female nurse, the one that said that she had apparently a panic attack. Oh, you poor, poor thing. You poor thing. You brought this on yourself if you weren't already aware of that. I don't think these two really accounted for the mass explosion that this video would have. New South Wales Police has asked the influencer for the full unedited video, but to be honest with you, it's kind of clear as day. Like, they said what they said, and you can't get away from it. You can't try and change what they said. Yeah, okay. So the family attacking, so the family of the female nurse who wanted to kill Israelis, her family, angry, attacking a Australian journalist that wanted to question her for what she said, the comments. Same goes for the male nurse. Sydney, I think it was 7 News. They went to his house and he was just, leave me alone. I want no part of this. I want nothing to do with this. It's utterly disgusting and despicable behavior. You can't allow this to go on. Pauline Hanson, in the video that you guys just watched a little bit afterwards, she went off. And I'm glad that she did. I'm thankful that we have someone like Pauline Hanson that actually cares about the Australian people. But Albo and even Dutton, I'm just like, oh, it's okay. It's okay if you're to condemn, but what are you going to do about it? How do you know that there aren't more people like this in the country, in the healthcare system? How do you know that? How do you know that people are going to be safe? Oh, we don't. Just want to open our borders. We want to allow these people in. Sure. And notice how every Islamic organization in Australia that is very quick to condemn fake Islamophobia, including purgatory, hate, crime hoax, have remained incredibly silent today, proving what we already know. This story went around the world. Even Gad Sad made a comment. He says, I knew that it was a joke as soon as I heard it. Anyone who understands Islam knows that there is no way that a Muslim would express genocidal hatred towards the Jews. There is no historical proof of animus towards the Jews in any Islamic country. That's what we call sarcasm, in case you couldn't read between Gad Sad's lines. Like, these people, lots of them, are violent. And guess what? Avi Yemeni goes, anyone here from Fatima Payman today? Of course, you won't hear anything about her because she's all for Palestine. She's usually silent. She's unusually silent for some reason. I'm sure it has nothing to do with a fellow Israeli hating Afghan refugee who has been caught bragging about Jewish patients. Yes. And meanwhile, in Sydney, by the way, Rashad's story, the power of hope, help, and love on a journey from Afghanistan to Auburn. Power of hope, help, and love. Sure, we saw all of that in the video, didn't we? I hope that they get charged, and I hope that they get kicked out of the country because we don't want any of these people inside of Australia. Can't stand it. You got to send a message to the rest of the people. Otherwise, they're going to keep on doing it. And the Israeli people won't feel safe. And I, for one, don't want that. I, for one, want them to be safe in this country. Australia should be a safe country. No one should be getting away with doing this. Hatred needs to stop. And you need to stamp it out. Anyway, we'll wait to see what happens. But you guys take care. Be blessed. And I'll see you all in the next video.